นิรันดร์ชีวิตพ้นจากความฝันเนื้ออัศจรรย์ให้เจ้ามั่นใจพ่อยืนอยู่ที่ตรงนี้มาสิคนดีทางนี้สดใสลูกน้อยต้องเดินก้าวไปและอย่าหวั่นไหวแม้มีขวากน้ำเรามาเพื่อพาเจ้าไปสู่จุดหมายชีวิตนิรันดร์ชีวิตพ้นจากความฝันเนื้ออัศจรรย์ให้เจ้ามั่นใจมองดูพ่ออยู่ตรงกลางบนหนทางแห่งความสวยกำลังจะถึงเส้นชัยถ้าเจ้ามั่นใจก็ไปด้วยกันกำลังจะถึงเส้นชัยถ้าเจ้ามั่นใจก็ไปด้วยกันกำลังจะถึงเส้นชัยถ้าเจ้ามั่นใจก็ไปด้วยกัน
Hello, those of you who follow Tawan news station may have heard the news broadcast on December 14th about intruders who tried to get a microphone at the glass room. But when they weren't given one, they resorted to shouting their questions. However, after shouting, they were taken away and charged with, well, accusing them of being part of a conspiracy and lacking sincerity. But what exactly happened? Do they have a secret plan? Tawan said that if there is any information about their plan, we will expose it so that our viewers can decide for themselves whether this is considered terrorism or a good deed. Everyone, please consider what we should call this plan. Should we give them a chance, or should we oppose them, or even support them? We don't know. Let's look at the details. It's a long script, but you don't need to read it, and I will explain it to you.
The enlightening merit plan. The intention is to lead the descendants of Luang Pu Sad, grandmother Chan, and Luang Por Dhammakaya out of delusion through clear and truthful statements from Luang Por Tatachivo, or O2. This will guide all disciples, both within and outside the temple, back onto the final express train leading to the ultimate attainment of Dhamma. Suitable occasions: 1. O2's birthday, Sunday, December 21, 2025, and or 2. The first day of the month for offering rice to the Buddha, New Year's Day, Thursday, January 1, 2026. 3. The start of the Dhamma pilgrimage, the celebration of victory. Emphasis: merit-making events with O2 and a large number of devotees from the temple present in a grand assembly. Goals: 1. To ask 3 questions and receive answers directly from the monks, seen with their own eyes and heard with their own ears, simultaneously by monks, novices, and lay devotees worldwide, with live broadcasts from the temple's channels and media. 2. To lead to requests for the Sangha. 1. To transfer the management of the temple, including all affairs, finances, and treasury, to the lay committee to relieve the monks of their burden and prevent further mistakes. 2. To rectify any past mistakes to prevent the temple and the monks from being tarnished. Expected outcomes: 1. To reflect the truth about the identity, abilities, efficiency of person O2, demonstrating that they are unfit to hold the position of head monk and administrator of the temple because of their unknown actions, and to make the whole truth known to all devotees and monks. 2. To report the problems resulting from person O2's erroneous decisions over the past several years, especially person O2's abnormal and serious actions towards person O1, which the temple intentionally concealed to deceive the laity. 3. To show how person O2 has led the temple and its branches down a path of failure, preventing them from reaching the ultimate enlightenment, even if the aspirations remain the same. 4. To directly affect the merit-making of everyone, revealing the truth that the temple intentionally concealed, clearly demonstrating deception for the benefit of certain groups who do not have the right to do so legitimately. 5. To allow all parties to see and understand together, so that a public referendum can be held to decide and reclaim the power to manage the temple back into the hands of the lay people. To prevent major social problems from escalating due to the mistakes made over the past 8 years. Who should follow this plan? Those who are the true owners of the temple. meaning those who have donated at least one baht in any merit-making activity at this temple, and who have unwavering faith and respect for Luang Por Dhammakaya. Note, this plan is not specifically for anyone. It is for anyone who is the true owner of the temple and truly loves Luang Por Dhammakaya. 1. As soon as the Saf prayer sound during the afternoon meditation session begins, stand up and walk directly to the glass room where Luang Por Tatachivo is seated, all together. 2. A simpler approach. Use your courageous and genuine heart like a diamond. Go as a group respectfully, bowing in unison to face O2, and ask permission to ask questions. This is to ensure that devotees worldwide and all parties know the answers from O2 simultaneously, as it directly concerns accusations against O2 and has a strong impact on the faith of temple followers worldwide. 3. A better approach. Begin by going as a team. Prepare speakers and microphones, the more the better, and have everyone ready to plug in thumbnails with recorded music or mobile phones playing music from YouTube. Press play on the music clip. If you are confident, then go with us. The prepared chanting should be loud from where you are sitting in the glass room in the assembly hall. 4. When you hear the music, those who know they have donated even one baht to this temple and wish to meet Luang Por Dhammakaya should stand up and walk in a line towards the front of the presiding monk, Luang Por Tatachivo. 5. While walking, turn around and tell the people you pass, "Let's go help Luang Por Dhammakaya now." Make many small notes and hand them out, passing them on with the message. Anyone who has donated even one baht to this temple and wishes to meet Luang Por Dhammakaya should come to Luang Por Tatachivo when they hear the chanting. The more you pass on, the better. 6. While walking, ignore the temple's security personnel who may try to pull or obstruct you. Be brave and cheerful, but keep moving forward. There must be multiple live cameras to prevent the temple from resorting to underhanded tactics again, because a temple is not a place where anyone can act like a mafia. If the temple sends officers to use force, you have the right to refuse to comply and insist on live streaming for transparency. To avoid any violent, disruptive behavior that could damage the image of the temple for the devotees. 7. Anyone passing the MC's point should bend down, grab the microphone, and hand it to the representative at the front, in front of Luang Por Tatachivo. Everyone bows to Luang Por Tatachivo once, and the representative speaks. 8. The representative, whether or not they have a microphone, should speak loudly, stating that from this point on, it is the wish of the temple's owner to follow the temple's rituals, and that the ceremony is cancelled from this moment onwards. Then the representative should pick up the script and read it aloud. 9. The following is the script. I respectfully request permission from the presiding monk to extend New Year greetings for 2026 to all the beloved descendants of Luang Pu, Luang Por, and Luang Por Dhammakaya. We have something important we would like to discuss with the descendants of Luang Pu and Luang Por before the ceremony begins. And to avoid any significant loss for the temple and to ensure everyone can hear, I request permission to use the microphone. As the owners of the temple, I request your cooperation in not stopping the live broadcast as it will truly benefit everyone. Please heed the instructions of us, the temple owners. Please do not mute your microphones while we are discussing this important matter, because the temple has never held a press conference to address our long-standing concerns. Many of the devotees have decided to stop coming to the temple and making merit. This number is increasing daily. However, they are still waiting for the temple to issue a statement about what everyone wants to know. Since the temple is not ready and has not held a press conference as we, the true owners of the temple, have requested, we must now assert our rights as the rightful owners of the temple and arrange for a press conference to address the issues everyone wants to hear. This will allow us to receive reassuring answers and return to accumulating merit once again. Then, turning to the host devotees, he said, I am a longtime participant in merit-making activities with Luang Por Kru Mai Yai, the great abbot. I have deep respect, love, faith, and loyalty to him. However, for many years, we haven't seen him or heard any news about him. Therefore, I would like to ask all the devotees and organizers if you all share the same feeling that we miss Luang Por Kru Mai Yai. Please raise your hands. And who among you still remembers and follows Luang Por Dhammachayo's teachings? Please stand up. We are here to make merit because we respect and love Luang Por Dhammachayo. Aren't we? We believe in the merit making he instructed us to do, aren't we? We are gathered here today because Luang Por Dhammakaya taught us and invited us, aren't we? But we haven't seen him for many years. Today, before we begin our annual Dhamma pilgrimage, wouldn't you like to know the answers regarding Luang Por Dhammakaya? We have received various reports from outside sources. We don't want to believe anyone except the head monk, Luang Por Tatachivo. Right? Anyone who agrees, please give a big round of applause. I respectfully ask the Venerable Abbot 3 questions. Question 1. May I ask if Luang Por Dhammakaya is currently residing in the temple? I'm asking you, Luang Por Tata, because other sources say that Luang Por Dhammakaya has not been in the temple since 2019. He left the temple because he saw that the DSI was going to raid it and arrest him. And then evict everyone and close the temple completely. This is very alarming. If this is true, then his departure from the temple would be reasonable, because he loves all the monks, novices, and followers at every level. If everyone were to be evicted from the temple and the temple were closed, how much suffering would that cause? We also heard news that the DSI was going to raid the temple, but then the matter went quiet. It went quiet because Luang Por had already left the temple, so there was no need for another raid. Is that correct? Another reason is that Luang Por Dhammakaya is unlikely to be able to remain in the temple because he is currently wanted on an arrest warrant for a criminal case. He did not turn himself in to acknowledge the criminal charges against him on the day of the surrender, which led to his subsequent removal from the position of abbot. Therefore, if Luang Por Dhammakaya were actually at the temple, wouldn't there be a problem? Because there are penalties for providing shelter to a suspect. This makes it very believable that Luang Por is not at the temple because he doesn't want his followers to suffer because of him. Therefore, he left the temple. So, please tell me the real answer. Is Luang Por Dhammakaya at the temple or not? Please, Luang Por Tata, answer whether Luang Por Dhammakaya is currently at the temple or not. Anyone who wants Luang Por Tata to answer this question, please give a round of applause. Whether the answer is yes or no, the speakers should say, "Thank you for your answer." If the answer is yes, then say, "This answer is very important because it must not contradict the law." Regarding the fugitive wanted on an arrest warrant, if the answer is yes, it would mean that Luang Por Data could be sued for harboring a fugitive. Would you like to reconsider your answer, Luang Por? If there is no response or silence, the representative should say, "While waiting for an answer to question 1, may I ask question 2, sir, madam?" From the Crew Jude page, it was stated that there was a period when the prosecutor informed the temple that they would not be prosecuting Luang Por Dhammakaya and that the case could be closed within 180 days from October 2023, which could be done by April 2024. If the case is closed, Luang Por Dhammakaya could come out to meet us from his 80th birthday in 2024. As Phra Ajar Narak mentioned when he invited people to build the 80th anniversary building on Dhammakaya Day in 2022. Is this true? Pause to look at Luang Por's face. Then continue. The Crew Jude page wrote that a sponsor heard Luang Por Data say, "Is it true that Luang Por Dhammakaya didn't come out because if he did, he would try to expel Luang Por Tata from the temple, accusing him of playing the stock market? And that's why Luang Por Tata didn't go to close the case for Luang Por Dhammakaya during that time." Waiting for Luang Por's response. If he remains silent, continue reading. We don't want to believe it, but could we please know the truth? Is it true that there was no indictment against Luang Por Dhammakaya, but Luang Por Tata didn't go to close the case within the 180-day period? And is it believable that this is true? That's why we didn't see Luang Por Dhammakaya come out, even on his 80th birthday, as Luang Pyarak had mentioned when he invited people to build the 80th year building. And because he didn't help close the case, the 80th year building wasn't completed, right? Because of the statement that Luang Por Dhammakaya probably won't be coming out anymore. If Luang Por Tata really said that, it means Luang Por Tata is the one who decided Luang Por Dhammakya's fate, denying him freedom and leaving him with a tainted reputation for life. And if it's not true, how could Teacher Jude say that on her Facebook page? But we are ready to listen to your reasons. Please answer our questions to clear up our doubts. Is it true that Luang Por didn't close the case for Luang Por Dhammakaya? And is the reason that the organizers heard and told Teacher Jude on her Facebook page true? If it's not true, what is the real situation regarding Luang Por Dhammakya's case at this time? After asking your question and waiting for your answer, whatever it is, say, "Thank you." Then you can ask the next question. Question number 3, the last one, and this is the most important. In 2021, news came out through the new faith group that 06, or Phra Maha Dr. Samchai Thanawat Thato, informed the group to tell those who are followers of Luang Por Dhammakaya that Phra Maha Drive. Samchai was acting as a representative negotiating on behalf of the higher powers, in this case, the purple higher power, with Luang Por Dhammakaya, or O1 as we affectionately call him. The exact time of this negotiation is unknown, but it is confirmed that the negotiation concerned Luang Por Dhammakaya repaying his karmic debt by relinquishing the power to govern, manage, and control the assets of Wat Phra Dhammakaya and its branches worldwide to the purple higher power, and also dividing 70% of the temples and branches donations. Those who learned of this should no longer make donations to Wat Phra Dhammakaya or its branches. For this reason, they should find a new place to build a temple. Then they encouraged each other to continue practicing Dharma according to the teachings in the scriptures of Luang Por Dhammakaya. Is this statement true? If not, what are the facts? Because this matter is very important. If it's not true, it wouldn't come out like this, clearly identifying the person. And the temple is just denying all knowledge, so there's no answer at all. It greatly affects the faith of the devotees and also tarnishes the reputation of His Holiness. Therefore, we want a clear answer. If it's true, it's dangerous for everyone's accumulation of merit towards the ultimate attainment of Dharma. That's why I have to ask for your permission before it's too late. You are the head of the Sangha, the highest ranking monk. Please help answer. Your answer will have legal consequences. Because if it turns out to be true in any aspect, there should be further investigation. Because it's impossible, your answer will affect everything. Please answer this time. If another monk helps answer and doesn't answer the question directly, not accepting or denying, but avoiding answering by saying the temple will inform later after today's ceremony, please have the representative confirm this. I sincerely apologize. Venerable Father, you cannot avoid answering this question. If you don't answer, it means everything is ambiguous and it might even be true. Because if it's not true, you can just say it's not true. If it's not real, you can just say it's not real, right? What is preventing you from answering honestly? If you can't answer honestly, it means there's something behind it, and it's true. If that's the case, we have the right to refuse to continue making donations until everything is clear. Whether you answer today or not, what we want to inform everyone is that right now, everything is unclear. And your refusal to answer clearly in a positive way indicates that it's true. Even if you don't want to lie because you are a monk. At least you can still maintain the faith of the lay people in the Buddhist clergy by not lying. But the task of managing this temple for the Sangha, if this is true, means it's beyond the capacity of the Sangha of Wat Phra Dhammakaya. Does everyone agree? If you agree, please give a loud round of applause. Since it's been 8 years since we last saw Luang Por Dhammakaya, you haven't been able to answer question number 1 clearly. You haven't been able to confirm question number 2 to reassure us. But what's real is that we haven't seen Luang Por come out. Which means it's true that you haven't closed the case during those 180 days. We have considered that the information on Teacher Jude's page, if it contains inaccurate data, is unreliable. However, there's an interesting point. If it's truly unreliable, why did Teacher Jude die with news of being poisoned with cyanide? This happened while the page was discussing the monk who would be taking over the temple's finances, and they even hinted at who it was. Wasn't that the reason for Teacher Jude's death? Furthermore, Teacher Jude's death was highly unusual. Even the funeral and cremation ceremony were conducted abnormally. The cremation was scheduled for a time when everyone should have been able to attend, the first Sunday of the month between lunchtime and dinner. However, on that particular day, the presiding monk specifically came out to announce the new fundraising, delaying the cremation. This suggests they didn't want anyone to attend the funeral and cremation. Who might be suspicious and want to see the body before cremation? Images from the funeral show fewer than 10 people attending, and the body wasn't even displayed. Everything seems abnormal. Could it be that someone at the temple was doing something suspicious and afraid that temple members would see that Teacher Jude's death was not normal? Regardless of whether all of this is true or not, the failure to provide clear, reasonable, and plausible answers demonstrates a lack of transparency. The impurity of the monastic community working at Wat Phra Dhammakaya has been evident ever since Luang Phra Dhammachayo passed away. They have done things that are not in line with Luang Phra Dhammachayo's policies, intentions, or wishes. Instead, they have engaged in many inappropriate acts, if true, even if unproven. However, their refusal to deny or acknowledge these allegations today makes it clear that there are many behind-the-scenes activities that we, the devotees and owners of the temple, cannot trust the monastic community to continue managing the temple. Today, I would like to take this opportunity to inform all devotees worldwide. Do you all agree that danger will befall our community if Wat Phra Dhammakaya and its branches worldwide remain under the management of the current monastic team? We will never again see Luang Phra Dhammachayo, and I hereby declare to everyone worldwide that, as representatives of the lay community, it is necessary to reclaim the administrative power of Wat Phra Dhammakaya and its branches from the monks and into the hands of a lay committee composed of Luang Phra Dhammachayo's disciples. Effective immediately. We, the representatives standing here, are not here to oversee the temple. We will collectively select suitable individuals to help manage our temple. Relieve this heavy burden from all the monks. We don't blame you for what you've done, because it's not the monks' responsibility. It's our own fault that you've been managing the temple on behalf of the lay people for so long. We haven't taken that responsibility back from you, letting it drag on and forcing you to do inappropriate things. If you haven't done the things that have been in the news, we're glad. But if you have, you shouldn't do it again. Regarding this, Luang Phra Dhammachayo said in the Kindergarten of Dreams program in 2012 that the temple doesn't belong to the monks. It doesn't belong to him. The temple belongs to the lay people who donate. The monks only help take care of the temple for the lay people. When the lay people are financially stable, they should take back the responsibility of managing the temple from the monks, so that the monks can focus on only two duties, scriptural study and meditation. We take this opportunity to follow Luang Phra Dhammachayo's teachings and announce our request to reclaim administrative authority over Wat Phra Dhammakaya and its branches worldwide from the monastic community to a lay committee that will be established as a special committee within 7 days from now. In order to formally establish the annual committee within the next 30 days, the basic annual merit-making activities of Wat Phra Dhammakaya, specifically those initiated by Luang Phra Dhammachayo before 2017, will continue. Any new projects initiated after 2017 must be cancelled. In particular, all monks are to relinquish all responsibility for the management of finances and operations from now on. Anyone holding any financial accounts for any project, old or new, must return them to the lay committee. We will only act as representatives to receive and distribute them to suitable sponsors. We will not find fault with anyone, nor will we investigate any matters. We simply do not want any wrongdoing to occur as reported in the news, and we do not want the news to be true. Everyone must ask themselves, if all 3 points are true, can we trust Luang Phra Tachivo, the current abbot, and the current Wat Phra Dhammakaya Management Committee under his leadership? Most importantly, if Luang Phra Tachivo doesn't clearly answer point 3, that there was no such agreement, no 70% bribe given to the purple higher-ups, it's tantamount to admitting that a 70% bribe did indeed happen. If that's true, would we, as owners of the temple, agree to it? The question for everyone is, if Wat Phra Dhammakaya and all its branches worldwide were to do this, to give someone else a share of the donations in that way, to control the temple and all its branches worldwide like that, shouldn't the temple ask us, as the owners of the temple and the donors? First, would we agree? Would we consent? Right, everyone? If you say yes, please applaud loudly. Therefore, if any of the temple owners are hearing this for the first time, we ask you, are you willing to give a 70% share to the purple higher-ups? Don't answer yet. Please answer by listening carefully to this signal. If you agree to pay a 70% bribe, please applaud once. If you do not agree to pay a 70% bribe, please applaud twice. We will give the signal, and you will listen carefully to the question. Please have all cameras record video as witnesses. A crucial agreement on this important matter. Question 1. If the true owner of the temple agrees to divide all donated assets of the temple and its branches at a rate of 70% to the purple-clad higher authority, please clap once. Count 1, 2, 3, clap once. Question 2. If the true owner of the temple does not agree to divide 70% to the purple-clad higher authority, please clap twice. Count 1, 2, 3, clap twice. Question 3. Requesting the return of administrative power to the temple from the monks to lay people. Who agrees with the true owners of the temple? Please give 3 rounds of applause. And continue for a long time. Count 1, 2, 3, clap your hands. Please answer the question with this kind of applause 3 times, according to the teachings of Luang Por Dhammakaya. Okay, let's listen to the new question, everyone. We answered the first round already. Next is the second round. Go back and read question 1 again. Please clap your hands 2 more times. Go back and read question 2 again. Please clap your hands 2 more times. Go back and read question 3 again. Please clap your hands 2 more times. Therefore, this kind of applause clearly shows that the majority agrees not to give 70% to the purple-clad higher-ups. And the majority wants the monks to return all administrative power over the temple and its branches to the lay committee. This way, the monks who are disciples of Luang Por Dhammakaya will not be involved in the worldly affairs of the lay people. The monks of the temple can then focus on only 2 things: scriptural studies, Kanthadhira, and meditation, Vipassanadhira, from now on as Luang Por Dhammakaya taught. We have helped alleviate Luang Por Dhammakya's worries regarding these matters from now on. As for resolving Luang Por Dhammakya's cases, it will be the responsibility of the lay team to form. Does everyone agree? If you agree, please give a loud round of applause. Then, turn to the presiding monk and say, Luang Por. The applause confirms that the majority of the devotees agree to request the return of administrative authority to Wat Phra Dhammakaya and its branches worldwide. On this occasion, we would like to request the signatures of the presiding monk and the abbot as evidence. We have prepared 3 copies of the handover document. Please have our representatives obtain signatures from Luang Por Tatachivo and the abbot on all 3 copies. We have prepared 3 copies of the handover document. 1 set will be given to the temple, and the other 2 sets will be given to the head of the monastic order and the other to the lay representative. Luang Por Tatachivo and the abbot may not be confident that there will be a suitable recipient for this handover of administrative authority. Therefore, we would like to inform everyone that the appropriate representative to receive this request at this time, as Luang Por Dhammakaya previously announced at the Phra Dhammakaya Kindergarten School, is point to Mrs. Tawichai 5 if she is present. If not, ask for her. Do you happen to know if Miss Sawani Hiranyasiri is around here? If you are present, please identify yourself or let us know. While waiting, please provide the following details, because Luang Por Dhammakaya once entrusted this to you. When he was the head teacher, he spoke to Ms. Sawani Hiranyasiri, the owner of the Thongthawichai 5 family, who was in the studio of the Kindergarten of Dreams school around 2014-2015. I don't remember the exact year, but I clearly remember the head teacher saying, "When I am no longer here, please take care of the temple." I believe Ms. Sawani remembers that day because her bowing and clasping her hands in acceptance on that occasion was a significant heartfelt promise to her merit. The merit of accepting such an entrustment is immense. On that occasion, many people saw Ms. Sawani clasping her hands and bowing in acceptance of that instruction. Therefore, it can be considered that Ms. Sawani Hiranyasiri had already made a promise to Luang Por Dhammakaya, the head teacher at the Kindergarten of Dreams school, on that day. Those of us who were in the Kindergarten of Dreams school on that day can witness this, and we believe that Luang Por Dhammakaya possessed clairvoyance and the Dhamma. We foresaw that Luang Por Dhammakaya would be able to entrust the temple and its branches to the care of Mrs. Thongthawichai, also known as Ms. Sawani Hiranyasiri. That's why this day has come. A time that is worthy in every respect. If Ms. Sawani is not here at this time, we will act as representatives to receive the handover document and deliver it to her. We believe that when Luang Por Dhammakaya entrusts this great merit to someone, he foresees that person will be able to take care of all the temples and branches for him. And we are confident that with the combined merit and abilities of Ms. Sawani Hiranyasiri and Mr. Pazel Thawichai Thawarn, based on this solemn promise, they will be able to undertake this important responsibility as Luang Por Dhammakaya desires, and ensure that the management of the temples and branches worldwide aligns with Luang Por Dhammakya's original objective of leading the community to accumulate merit and follow Luang Pu Sadan, Grandmother Chan, to the ultimate attainment of enlightenment, as he truly wishes. At this moment, if Ms. Sawani is here or hearing this, we invite her to stand up or speak to confirm the validity of that solemn promise. Please join us in giving your blessings right now. If someone points to a location, please turn to them and say it. Or, if they are not present, we will deliver the video recording of today's agreement between the true owners of the temple, along with the signed handover documents, to Ms. Sawani at a later date. Let us all give our blessings together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. From today onwards, on behalf of the recipients, I hereby announce that those who are able and willing to serve on the lay committee of the temple should contact Ms. Sawani Hiranyasiri to coordinate the management of the temple jointly with the benefactors, Mr. Anand Asavabokan, Mr. Bunchai Benjarankul, and Mr. Pornsarn Kamlang Ek, totaling 4 individuals. This is to ensure that the management of the temple and its branches worldwide continues according to the original policies of Luangpur Dhammakaya for the ultimate attainment of enlightenment. If everyone agrees with everything stated above, please give a loud round of applause. Applause. At this moment, please everyone witness and record this important event by taking photos and videos. This means everyone is witnessing the shared responsibility for Wat Phra Dhammakaya and its branches worldwide. By managing all projects of Luangpur Dhammakaya according to his original policies and true vision. Please all say, Sadhu, well done, together 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Note, in the event that Luangpur Tatachivo does not answer any questions and refuses to sign the handover, please have the representative of the devotees speak as follows. Questions 1 and 2. Which require answers from Luangpur Tatachivo. If we do not receive answers today, will become major news stories and have even more severe consequences. More people will not come to the temple. Who will be responsible? Therefore, we ask for your cooperation. Whoever is the true owner of the temple must answer on behalf of the temple in all matters. If the temple chooses not to answer anything, no one will have any answers for the whole world. Therefore, we request confirmation 3 times. Anyone who wants to know the answers from Luangpur Tatachivo right now, please clap loudly to confirm. Confirmation number 1, applause. Anyone who wants to know the answer from Luangpur Tatachivo right now, give a loud round of applause. Confirmation number 2, applause. Anyone who wants to know the answer from Luangpur Tatachivo right now, give a loud round of applause. Confirmation number 3, applause. Hearing the applause, turn to the presiding monk, Luangpur Tatachivo, and ask. We, the lay people, must ask for your forgiveness, Luangpur Tatachivo, for asking you to answer the 3 questions we asked, whether they are true or false. We would like to know the answers right now. If there is still no response, turn to everyone and say, everyone, both here and throughout the world. Luangpur Dhammakaya taught that when a monk is asked something and remains silent, the monk's silence is the answer that is yes. This means that Luangpur Tatachivo has already answered that everything asked in these 3 questions is yes, true. Review question number 1, Luangpur Dhammakaya. Is he really in the temple? The answer is yes, he is in the temple. However, this answer could bring legal repercussions to the temple and to Luangpur Tatachivo himself. Yet, Luangpur Tatachivo has continued to live comfortably and peacefully as the head monk. This indicates that either the case against Luangpur Dhammakaya is legally ineffective, or the arrest warrant is ineffective, or it means that Luangpur Dhammakaya is not actually in the temple. Therefore, this answer is false, it's a lie. Because if it were true, Luangpur Tatachivo would have been arrested and the temple would have been raided by the authorities to arrest Luangpur Dhammakaya. Since these events have not occurred in the past 8 years, it can be believed that Luangpur Dhammakaya is not actually in the temple, which aligns with information from the Tawan Facebook page stating that Luangpur Dhammakaya left the temple on February 2, 2019. If Luangpur Tatachivo answered true to this question, it would mean he is lying, violating the 4th precept, abstaining from sexual misconduct, and tarnishing his reputation as a monk. He is no longer qualified to be the abbot or worthy of being trusted to lead the temple's executive committee. Review question 2. The prosecutor did not order the prosecution of Luangpur Dhammakya's case and had to close the case during 180 days between October 2023 and April 2024. To close the case. Is that true? Answer. True, that is, I didn't go to close the case. And from this answer, it means that the information that the host has obtained and that teacher Jude has posted on the page states that it is because of Luang Por Tachivo. I'm afraid that I'm going to help close the case and bring Father Dhammakaya out. We'll come to chase Luang Phra to Tachivo away from Wat Phra Dhammakaya go live somewhere else. For the reason that because Luang Phra Tatashe voted to play the stock market. This fear made Father Tatachivo decide not to close the case for Father Dhammakaya. As a result, Father Dhammakaya, unable to be free, cannot be freed from criminal guilt for the rest of their lives. Even though the statute of limitations on criminal cases has expired, but being free without closing the case is not the same as not being free from guilt. And Father Tachivo was the one who made the decision to cut off the right to freedom and leave the taint of Father Dhammakaya for the rest of his life. This is equivalent to being ungrateful, dishonest, and not truthful. It will be because of Father Tachivo. Has anything caused you to lose your sense of self, which was good before? Or someone has made you a mess? What has been done like this reflects that Luang Por Tachivo is definitely unsuitable as a leader who creates merit of Wat Phra Dhammakaya and its branches around the world. Can everyone still believe that Reverend Father Tachivo it will really lead everyone to create merit to reach the end of Dhamma? By betraying a benefactor like Father Dhammakaya like this, and if you answer true or yes in question 3 as well, it means that Luang Por Tachi has truly gone awry. Because of the truth of merit, no one can raise temples and branches that belong to Buddhism and all Buddhists who make merit. Whose property should it be? Even if it's purple above or anyone at all. Because the monk is not the owner of the temple and all its branches. But it is the kith and kin who built the temple and its branches and joined in various merits. The kith and kin are the owners of the temple and the owners of the wealth donated for the purpose of making merit. There was no mention of merit at any time telling me to make merit in order to share 70% of it with the purple gods or anyone else. There was no prior notification, or ask for consent therefore. The actions are arbitrary, due to the instigation and deception from Maha Dr. Samchai Thanawat according to the statement from the special meeting room of the New Faith Group, around 2021-2022. It does not actually exist, cannot actually be done, and is all the claims of Phra Maha Dr. Samchai. All what though basis it is not related to the purple sky in any way. And there was no response or consent from the real Father Dhammakaya. Since Father Dhammakaya has left the temple since February 2, 2019, there has been no agreement. After that until today, but if the temple has ever really sent 70% of the tribute, it must be checked to whom exactly it was given. Is Phra Maha Drive Samchai keeping it for himself, or has it really passed to the purple heavens? If there is no verification, it can be interpreted in both ways, that Phra Maha Drive Samchai kept the 70% of the money for himself but secretly claimed it from higher-ups for personal gain. There is a serious mistake. But if it is actually delivered, it is up to above whether it will be returned or not. Because if you really accept it, it's like receiving money for sin. Life will not be prosperous because the money you get is obtained by stealing things that the owner did not give you, which is a violation of the second precept. But if you lie together to accomplish this, it is a violation of the fourth precept together. It will result in the most dire consequences of the law of karma. The answer to question 3 is true. It is something that cannot be done. It is a very serious sin. Therefore, consider the truth of the answers to these 3 questions. Even though I admit it's true, but it is an acceptance of a wrongdoing. A major sin and a pure evil spirit. It indicates that the qualifications of the Sangha of Wat Phra Dhammakaya who are in the administration of the temple and the affairs of the temple have been acted in a wrongful way. Must be immediately removed from his position, and our intention is not to offend anyone. All the wrong actions of the Sangha administering Wat Phra Dhammakaya and its branches around the world are like this. The president of the Sangha is Luang Por Tachivo. That leads to the wrong way like this. It is confirmation for everyone to see that we are the real owners of the temple. Neglecting the duties of temple owners by leaving the burden of managing temples and branches around the world to monks for too long. This burden is too heavy. Until the president of the monks and the temple administration team of monks have thoughts in the direction of evil thoughts and are unable to distinguish between right and wrong. So that the group has been led into this sinful path for many years like this. Luang Por Dhammakaya once said in the Fun Kindergarten in Fun Witaya that the temple does not belong to the Luang Por. It does not belong to the monks, the temple belongs to the people. And in fact, monks have only two responsibilities, Kanthadira and Vipassanadira. Therefore, the management of financial affairs. Any merit-making activities, they are all burdens of the monks. It's not the monks' business. A lay committee should be established to manage affairs that are not the responsibility of monks. He said it around 2012. It's been 13 years now and still nothing has been done, as he said. So everything has a story that people from outside can tell like this. But none is more important than that. Reverend Father Tachiwo not doing anything to close the case for Father Dhammakaya during the period from October 2023 to April 2024, without explaining or stating any truth. Why was the case not closed so he could come out? But there was an answer passed to the host that probably hasn't come out yet. Because if they come out, they will come and chase the president of the monks out of the temple. Let them go live somewhere else because they think they are playing the stock market. This was the answer of the president of the monks to the host, who did not dare tell anyone for fear that people would not believe that he had actually heard the president of the monks answer like this, regardless of whether the president of the Sangha ever answered that or not. But today, right here in this question, being silent means answering that it is true, that it is true, that it is correct. This one point alone clearly shows that Luangpur Tatachivo has been responsible for overseeing the temple and its branches on behalf of Luangpur Dhammakaya all along. But he refused to close the case against Luangpur Dhammakaya. He also clearly stated that Luangpur Dhammakaya will not be released again because he has already decided the fate of everyone involved, refusing to close the case. This intention is betrayal and a clear desire not to have Luangpur Dhammakaya lead everyone in accumulating merit anymore. This means that Luangpur Tatachivo actually has another goal. Not going with Luangpur Dhammakaya, but he didn't tell us. This is a clear signal that, over the past several years, under Luangpur Tatachivo's leadership, we will not reach the ultimate attainment of enlightenment with Luangpur Dhammakaya, even with the prayers and blessings he offered. This contradicts his heart, which has betrayed this promise. Revealing his true nature, Luangpur Tatachivo is not worthy of leading this group any longer. Turning to speak to everyone. This is the consequence of us allowing a monk to manage the temple all this time. And the goal of accumulating merit for everyone who believes in following the path to the ultimate enlightenment remains the same. However, the fact that Luangpur Tatachivo has revoked Luangpur Dhammachayo's right to freedom clearly indicates that he is no longer focused on accumulating merit with Luangpur Dhammachayo, but rather relies on Luangpur Dhammachayo's disciples to keep the temple afloat. Ever since Luangpur Tatachivo took over the management of the temple from Luangpur Dhammachayo when he was under arrest warrant. Therefore, those of us who have been withdrawn from the temple because we wanted clarity, now know that if we allow the monks to continue managing the temple's activities, we will certainly not reach the ultimate enlightenment. We must make a decision. I would like to take this opportunity, as a representative, to request the return of administrative power to the lay people from now on, so that the lay working committee can truly follow the policy of accumulating merit to the ultimate enlightenment as Luangpur Dhammakaya, Luang Pu Sad, and Kun Yai Chan did. Not just cut Luangpur Dhammakaya out of the picture. In the past several years, they have been conducting new merit-making activities claiming to honor Luangpur Dhammachayo's teachings. Even though there is no genuine intention to honor him, this clearly demonstrates that it's now certain that Luangpur Dhammakaya is not actually in the temple. Therefore, who agrees that we should request the administrative power of the temple be returned to the lay people, that is, for the lay followers to continue managing it instead of the monks? Applause listens to applause, continues, everyone has heard, right, that the third accusation is very serious. It involves the institution as well. If it's true, then it's something we have to decide whether to accept or not. If it's not true but there's a false claim, it will be a big problem because the person making the false claim is 06. A monk from the group whom Luangpur Dhammakaya has expelled from the temple. But he has returned to do such dangerous things to the monks of our temple, to everyone. If he really did that, it's very dangerous. No one wants such a serious repercussions. The claim that there was a conversation with Luangpur Dhammakaya to hand over the temple and its branches and divide the donations. Whether it's true or not, if we change hands from the monks to the lay people, everything will start anew. If there was no such agreement, the news would have been suppressed by now. But if there was, That agreement must have been terminated because it is definitely not Luang Por Dhammachayo's policy. So, let me ask for the second time. Who agrees to request that the administrative power of the temple be returned to laypeople to manage instead of the monks from now on? Let's give a big round of applause. Listens to the applause. Continues, especially regarding the failure to close the case against Luang Por Dhammachayo when there was an opportunity, there may be ulterior motives that prevented the case from being closed, which could lead to involvement in serious cases such as embezzlement and money laundering. In our country, many temples are being heavily investigated, causing a great loss of faith in Buddhism and the monks as a whole. If we don't change hands now, if those things happen, they will eventually be revealed, and we will lose the temple immediately. Are we prepared to lose Wat Phra Dhammakaya, to have it closed or seized? Therefore, changing hands to the care of the laypeople will cut off those possibilities and allow for a new, proper system. If any inappropriate actions have been taken before, we can cut off any involvement. The laypeople will plan everything anew. There will be no binding contracts from the past. They will all be cancelled because they were created by the monks, not the laypeople who own the temple. Ideally, if the temple is not owned by the laypeople, any actions taken with the laypeople's money must be approved and consented to by the laypeople first. But if the monks do something wrong and inappropriate without telling the laypeople, and it causes damage, even if the result doesn't directly affect the laypeople, if the temple is damaged, that is, the laypeople will no longer have a temple to make merit at. We are the owners of the temple, the builders ourselves. The abbot taught us to take care of the temple, not to abandon it. But if we leave the temple in the hands of the monks, it's equivalent to abandoning the temple and letting the monks destroy it out of ignorance. We cannot escape this karma if we continue to let the monks manage the temple. Therefore, question 3. Who agrees to request that the authority to manage the temple be returned to the laypeople to continue the work instead of the monks? Applause. Now it's time to bring the documents for the head monk to sign. The speaker says to the team, "Please give me the documents." The team hands over an envelope. The questioner picks up the documents. A person with a live camera stands and points the camera at the documents for the media to see, then says, "The lay people have prepared 3 sets of documents. Please have Abbot Tatachivo and the abbot sign them, returning the authority to the lay committee." With us as representatives of the lay people at this time, one of the male team members holds all 3 documents along with a pen. He walks with a person with a live camera to hand them to the head monk, with the person with the live camera following. But there's no need to walk there. Sign it, come back down. The speaker looks at the document, then hands it to the same person to take to the abbot for signing, then return it to the speaker to give to the recipient, which is Mrs. the Wichai 5. However, if Ms. Sawani is not present, the representative of the congregation who is speaking will sign on behalf of the recipient, Ms. Sawani Hiranyasiri, and offer 1 set to the temple through the abbot. The layperson, as a representative, will keep 2 sets to give to Mrs. the Wichai 5 later, and 1 set to offer to the head monk later. Note, for those wishing to represent the devotees in this important mission, please note that, based on all the reasons and details, it is clear that there is only pure intention and no malice whatsoever. If the temple and Luang Phra Dhammachayo refuse to cooperate or obstruct this, it indicates that there are indeed malicious individuals secretly manipulating the monks from behind the scenes. Laypeople can no longer allow the monastic order to retain administrative power over the temple. This is not a specific order from Luang Phra Dhammachayo or anyone else. It is a great merit bestowed through the air, a source of merit and virtue for all of Luang Phra Dhammachayo's disciples. Whoever is ready in any aspect can proceed without competition, but rather by supporting and encouraging each other to achieve success together. It is up to your heart's desire to reach your goal, according to your merit and virtue. Disciples and teams of Luang Phra Dhammachayo who have the capacity and readiness should contact each other to proceed carefully, to fulfill this important duty successfully and receive equal merit for everyone, from the beginning of the temple's construction to the present. The guiding principle is that the moment you wake up the next morning, the day you must perform your duty, you should not think about anything not outlined in the script. Because everything that has been stated is a blueprint for success, there is no negative plan, no plan for failure, no evil plan. There is no obstacle because this doesn't require everyone's special abilities. Instead, it's a plan of merit, a powerful force of Luang Pu Sod, Grandmother Chan, and Luang Por Dhammakaya. The merit everyone shares is essential for fulfilling this mission for Luang Por Dhammakaya. You don't need any special skills. Wherever you receive merit, when the time comes to act, your mind must be calm, free from negativity or evil thoughts. You must have only confidence in success. The goal of success is the signing of the power of attorney, delivering it directly to the recipient. Only then is it complete. If it's not signed and finalized, it's not over. And there's no turning back. This is attitude number 01. There's no turning back. No waiting, no requesting a second chance. You must not be soft-hearted, because you don't know what evil things the monastic administration behind the temple are doing. And they will continue to plot evil schemes. If you don't quickly reclaim administrative power from the true owners of the temple, as soon as possible, preferably this new year, Luang Por Dhammakaya knows everything through his clairvoyance and spiritual insight. If you are soft-hearted this time, you will regret for the rest of your life that you failed to truly complete this crucial mission for Luang Por Dhammakaya. This will lead to serious and immense damage to the temple and the Dhammakaya Buddhist teachings, the kind that cannot be repaired if left in the hands of the monks managing the temple. If this endeavor succeeds, there will be an opportunity to meet the real Luang Por Dhammakaya. But if it fails, there will likely be no more meetings. Therefore, whoever undertakes and successfully completes this most important mission for the sect striving towards the ultimate truth will receive merit equivalent to reliving the journey from the very beginning of building the temple until the present day. It is a shortcut to the forefront of the path to conquering evil and reaching the ultimate truth. Therefore, you are the designer of your own life. No one orders or assigns anyone else. Anyone can raise their hand and act according to their own merit and virtue. I truly congratulate you on your merit. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Furthermore, if the evil forces behind this see and know this plan, they will find ways to counter or obstruct the meeting with Luang Por Dadajivo on that day. Please know that if everyone goes with a heart as strong as gold, and reflects how many people truly love Luang Por Dhammakaya, how many people worldwide love Luang Por, and how many will gather for this on January 1st, 2026, and act together without fear of anything, then I am not afraid of intimidation or the use of police or military force. I will maintain the same great spirit as when I protected the temple and the abbot within it. But this time, it's about protecting the temple and the unaware monks, so that those who come to make merit won't be deceived into committing sins, losing money without gaining merit, but instead incurring sin by supporting behind-the-scenes funding that leads to other evil acts, such as purchasing weapons of war, coupling, or aspiring to religious power. This depends on the individuals behind the scenes who secretly control the temple's administration. Whoever they are, Wat Phra Dhammakaya and its branches worldwide do not belong to the monks or laypeople within the area, but to the sponsors and devotees who built the temple and made donations with a fundamental faith in Luang Por Dhammakaya and his aspirations. Anything contrary to this is sinful. And this plan is a completed blueprint that descended from the heavens, guided by merit, through the true One, via the method of a dragon concealing its form, sending the blueprint to the true knower, and appearing in a dream to Tawan on December 17, 2025. The dream, interpreted by the true knower, indicates that O1 wants Tawan to reveal the final outcome of this movement's plan. The plan was to expose or reveal the truth in the air, making it news. Anyone who wanted to be a part of the completed scenario had to participate. Those who didn't participate were essentially positioning themselves as the side planning to eliminate the co-conspirators to prevent the plan from succeeding. And now, Tawan has fulfilled that role. Is this plan evil or good for Wat Phra Dhammakaya? And whoever follows this plan is part of a planned, organized terrorist or benevolent movement. That depends on the definition of those within the temple, the true owners of the temple, and the true nature of their love for Luang Por Dhammakaya. It's up to the judgment of those who witness it. No one ordered anyone to do it, no one asked anyone to do it or not to do it. Whoever wants to be on which side, whoever believes it or not, is a direct personal right. Tawan has only fulfilled her duty by exposing this secret plan. It's up to the disciples of O1, or the true Luang Por Dhammakaya, whether they will seize this opportunity for their own merit or not. If anyone chooses to carry it out, they must follow the script entirely because this is a completed blueprint. The location and time may change, depending on where O2, or Luang Por Tatachivo, is needed. And the devotees who brought a large group or committee of temple owners to meet with the monks to ask the 3 questions mentioned above should ensure that all parties heard them simultaneously and that there was evidence, including any live streaming news coverage as a witness. Because this concerns the administration of the temple and the transfer of power, which requires the approval of the true owner of the temple. If only a small number of the true owners show up, including hired police and security guards, as reported in the breaking news on December 14, 2025. But what if people worldwide who want to inquire about Luang Phra Dhammakaya all show up at once? What will the temple do? Anyone who wants to know will have to see where they stand. From now on, whether anyone follows this plan or not is no longer Tawan's concern. It's a pre-planned scheme of the true Luang Phra Dhammakaya. He will consider those who truly love him, whose hearts are focused on the center of his being, who follow his teachings and reject negative influences, and who possess a truly golden heart as to be protected and cared for by the Dhammakaya teachings of the true Luang Phra Dhammakaya, who is not in the temple. Tawan has no involvement whatsoever in who wants to be part of this scheme or who is managing those who are part of it. We will know on that day which side is larger. Because if on that day there are many people joining the scheme, then if the number of people within the temple grounds, including the security guards and police from Klong Luang hired by the temple to maintain order, combined with the temple's hired security forces, is insufficient to deal with these perpetrators, it will demonstrate that the people outside the temple grounds, who know they are the true owners of the temple and desire the desired ending like this group of perpetrators, far outnumber the temple's faction that has occupied the temple for so long that they have forgotten they are merely guardians of the temple for its owner. This will render the temple's faction powerless, and the true owners of the temple, who possess hundreds of thousands or even millions of people worldwide but have been unaware that their temple has been seized for so long that they have been treated in the manner reported in the news, will realize that the power to use and control the temple is not intended to intimidate or control even a single person. Therefore, the temple members who desire a certain ending must demonstrate their ownership together. If they want the ending to be as revealed in this expose, they must participate in this crucial act. This will awaken the temple's delusion and allow the true owners to manage the temple according to their own will, not according to the whims of those who guard the temple as they have done all along. This will lead the temple astray due to a clear misunderstanding of its own status, as seen in this small-scale act. Everyone will then witness a successful ending, like a great movie. However, if few people participate and accept this plan, the temple will seize the opportunity to accuse and undermine the credibility of this group of good people. They will claim that the actions of some individuals on December 14, 2025, were part of a malicious scheme by a single person or group, not the will of the majority of the temple's owners who did not participate. Everything will remain the same. The temple will be controlled and dominated by some dark power of certain individuals who dare not tell the truth to the temple members. Everyone will be deceived into delusion, losing all their merit and ending their lives in the dark realm of delusion, never to be reborn again. When the many temple members from outside the area, the temple owners who love and respect Luang Phra Dhammakaya, learn the plan and goals of this small group, that the actions reported on December 14, 2025, were actually part of a plan where no one is a leader, but rather they voluntarily choose to accept the merit according to this 01 plan that has surfaced in the air, then it will be clear whether they will agree to participate or not. If anyone envisions the next success that this small group aims to achieve, which could be on any day, anywhere, when Luang Phra Dhammakaya and the devotees are all together, or even at his residence if there are enough devotees, more than the temple can handle by deploying security guards, paramedics, and police officers, then success will be achieved. Luang Phra Dhammakaya taught, "We are the designers of our own lives."